behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Another great interview is coming up shortly. But before we begin, don't forget about the subscribe and bell buttons below there if you haven't done that yet. You're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And feel free to leave a comment on the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you there as well. And pay attention to the description part of this interview as well as the closing credits. There's going to be some contact info for you, so I hope you will stay tuned for that. From Los Angeles, California, we have David Heavener with us today. And he goes back quite a ways because he's written music for The Tonight Show and Hee Haw and all those other shows. And he's got a project we're going to be talking about, so I know you want to stay tuned for that. And we'll get to that in a second, but first there's a quick word from The King Gordon Show and Woody's Drumsticks. And remember, type Paul Mash TV at the checkout at Woody's Drumsticks and you'll get 10% off your order. So don't go away, we'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from The Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
At Woody's Drumsticks, we focus all of our sticks on being a hair longer than everybody else's. Why? Well, all of our sticks are going to be going through the same quality control process as every other stick on the planet. However, the extra length gives you an extended reach, so you can reach for higher cymbals. It makes the sticks last a little longer. We put our shorter taper at the end, which gives more girth in the base of the stick and allows you to play for longer, better, stronger, faster. So once you switch from one brand to Woody's, you'll never go back, and that's a guarantee.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Los Angeles, California today, we have David Heavener. Thanks for joining us, David.
Hey, Paul, good to be here and be here with your Alabama audience there. Thank you.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you here. David has been a singer and a filmmaker and so forth for a long time, so we're glad to have you here. How did it get started for you as far as being an artist? I mean, did you always want to be an artist? Did you were you in a musical family, so forth? I mean, tell us your story. We'd love to hear.
Yeah, well, my dad was a singer. He was a gospel singer, and so we used to sing the old hymns. And ever since I was a little kid, my grandfather, he was an alcoholic, so he was drunk a lot. And all I remember is searching the bars when I was a kid with my mom and grandmother looking for my drunk grandfather. And so I started writing songs about getting drunk. Not me, but my grandpa. And somebody heard the song and they go, well, you play country music. And I go, no, I don't play country music. I like rock and roll music. I was like, I don't know, 10 or 11. But I started writing these songs about, heartbreak, getting drunk, just, the blues type thing. And next thing you know, I'm writing country songs. So 17 years old, I went to Nashville, pitched my songs. It took me about 10 years, but I had a top 10 record recorded by Billy Crash Craddock called A Real Cowboy. Then I had a song called Love to Love You, Christy Lane. And I started writing for TV shows like Hee Haw. I wrote some songs for Johnny Carson, and I also wrote a couple of songs for some game shows. So that's what got me out to Los Angeles, which is where I am now. That's what got me in the film industry.
Oh, okay. You mentioned Billy Crash Craddock. He, I remember him from years ago. He was an awesome singer, and also Hee Haw. That was one of my favorite shows growing up, and
Yeah.
And so you've done a lot, and I really wanted to give kudos to you.
Thank you.
I guess you would say he's probably influence on you, Billy Crash Craddock. Did you have any other influences that really shaped your life?
Well, he wasn't an influence to me. I didn't know him. He just cut one of my songs that I wrote, but certainly he's a good singer. As far as influence on me, as far as the songwriters, is Chris Christopherson, of course, great songwriter. And there's just some great singers. I always liked Kenny Rogers. I liked his voice. And yeah, there were some people I really George Jones. I mean, George Jones was amazing, and Marty Robbins was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Those are some good ones. Like you mentioned, Kenny Rogers and Chris Christopherson. I mean, it's a name I hadn't really thought about in a long time, but yeah, he was pretty good.
Yep.
Now, if anybody wants to know more about you, I'm sure you're on all social media, streaming media. Maybe you have an official website you want to talk about.
Yeah, they can go to davidheavener.tv. I have my own platform. I'm on Roku, Amazon, Apple TV. I have over 1,300 shows on there now. I'm doing a movie called The Last Evangelist, Paul, and I've got my music in it, but it's kind of faith-based about the end times. I play a cop who goes after the Antichrist, kind of like CSI meets the Book of Revelation, The Last Evangelist. You can see it there. And so they can go to davidheavener.tv and sign up, become a member. And I also do private coaching if people want to learn how to act, write, play guitar, write songs. I do private coaching right there. You can see. They can go to davidheavener.tv/academy. And if they just want to get in touch with me, or they want to, because we operate under a nonprofit, that's how we raise our money for the ministry and for the movie. They can go to davidheavener.tv/give.
Okay, well, go ahead and do all that for him. I know he would love you for that. And this song we're going to do, it's a little different than what we usually do here, but this is a movie trailer to that movie we were just talking about. And he does actually sing in the trailer, and it's called Over My Dead Body, I do believe you said the name was.
Yeah, the theme song is Over My Dead Body. It's in the trailer a little bit. This is the trailer of episode 1 of Last Evangelist.
Mm-hmm. And it's a really great song. I do believe you told me at one point this is talking about when Jesus died on the cross for everybody, and that's why it's called Over My Dead Body, I guess.
Yeah, it's him talking to Satan on the cross. What would the conversation be? Well, he's saying, you want to get to my children? No, over my dead body. So it's a play on words.
Okay. Well, I really like the song, and I think you'll like the trailer to The Last Evangelist, and we're going to get to that in a second. But I think we're about out of time, David, but I want to thank you so much for being on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. Maybe we'll have you back on sometime.
Appreciate it, Paul. God bless you, and hi to everybody out there. And if you need to get in touch with me, 844-806-0006.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. I know he would love to hear from you. So let's play the trailer and the song and by David Heavener, and it begins right now.
I have come to salute the United Nations and to show the support of the American people for your daily deliberation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
A government can't control the economy without controlling people.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it. Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. Away from extinction. Away from extinction.
Hello, friends. Dr. Amy Adams here to tell you about the T1774.
We've got an unregistered church.
We've apprehended a total of 13 who are cooperating.
We've apprehended a total of 13 who are cooperating. Some are even willing to conform. No arrests, but he does have a history of mental illness.
Social score?
Yeah, he flunked out on that one. His religious and political ideology is the worst.
Any other weapons?
Just a Bible.
Sure, it's okay to do whatever they say.
Open fire!
Who are you? Who are you?
I think you had a reaction to your second vaccine, John.
And everyone's taking.
I mean, the conspiracy theorists refuse. providing support material to terrorists.
We were just handing out Bible.
This is an illegal translation, too.
It's the Word of God.
More like the voice of hate speech. This is your third strike. They're going to be going away for a very long time.
No one will hire them. They can't buy food, clothing, medicine, nothing.
Not me you're after. It's the children you crave. And you want them forever. That's why you want me dead in the grave. You nailed me to this cross. Soon my breath will end. But if you think you're gonna take my children, better think again.